Alright, we're gonna do another pick a card reading. Angelina, Sparkling Diva, on this beautiful Saturday evening, night. Well, for me it is anyway. This one is on what is the key to open up your love life. So in other words, that would be what will help you to find love, to open you up, to open your heart, right? And that's what we're going to look at. We have three options. As always, I really advise you to, just go for one, because, it can get a bit too much if you go for two or three. So really try to make just the one choice. Or if you do feel called to two items of the two crystals, then at least try to feel like which one is the main message for you and which one is then secondary, so to speak, to that main message. Anyhow, we have the sphere, a pyramid, or an egg to choose from, and this is it's supposed to be citrine, but I'm not 100% sure whether it actually is or whether it's calcite. I just don't know. Let's say it's citrine, a citrine sphere, a clear crystal quartz pyramid. Absolutely beautiful because it's got all these things, these swirling things going on the inside. And we have a rose quartz, a light rose quartz egg. So if you make your choice, then we are going to start the reading. Number one, let's look at your cards. The first cards, because there's more coming. We have from the Lenormand cards the stairs. Normally that's the crossroads. Scythe or scythe? I always forget. I think it was scythe, but I'm not entirely certain now. And we have the child and we have the dog. In this deck, a really cute puppy, because this is the Gilded Reverie, the expanded version, and some cards are different than from the first version, the original one that I actually also have. Anyhow, we're going to begin. We have the crossroads, and with the scythe there, I get the feeling that for you, what can unlock your heart and your love life with that is for you to make a decision, make a choice. Do not stand still anymore. It's sometimes it's okay to stand still, but you can't stay there forever. At some point you have to make a choice. Otherwise nothing is happening anymore in your life. And that's what you have to do. You have to make a decision. And as you can see with the two doors, I'm moving them around because I hope to get the glare out of it. Always annoys me. And these two doors, neither of these choices look bad. One is sunny and the other is with blue skies. So in a way, it's also like, does it actually really matter? Sometimes what's more important is for you to actually make that choice and to get moving again. And so you likely have been, in when it comes to your love life, have not been doing all that much about it or concerning it. And that also goes, by the way, if you are in a relationship, right? This is not just for singles. I'm trying to do it for people who are seeing someone, who are in a relationship as well. So also if your relationship that you're in has gotten a bit stale, or is not going so well at the moment, then it's also because you are too indecisive, too inactive, and sometimes you just have to make a choice, make a decision. That's also what that scythe is about. And also be sure that you know what you want to harvest, right? And that may not be where you end up right now, but at least for now know what you want to harvest. And because that's what you do as a scythe as well, right? You cut off stuff, the grain and the crops, and so that's very important for you. And with that may sound a little bit contradictory, but it's not. Not knowing what you want, basically not knowing what you want in order to be happy, can hold you in this place here, right? And so in that sense, you need to make decisions sometimes, know what you want to harvest, and then so you can make a choice, make decisions in what direction you're going in, right? And also important to get back to your more playful side, the more tap into your dreams and your the really the dreams and the fantasies that you had when you were not hindered by whatever is hindering you now. And if you find that difficult, you can usually really go back to your childhood. And if you had a difficult childhood, then go back to at least that there at least has to be a moment where you were actually quite happy. Even if it was just an hour or something, and the dreams and what you, the state that you're in. Just look at children, the innocent state that they are in, so pure, so authentic, totally unaware of the shit that's gonna happen later on in life, right? And that's just so pure and playful and usually just happy, right? And that's basically where you have to go again as well, to get back into that energy, tap into that. And also the as a child you can have these fantasies. There are no limits really, right? Children can play that they are a very courageous, brave knight, or that you were this beautiful princess and that you got rescued by a knight or whatever, and even if you were poor or something, you could still have these dreams and these fantasies, and you would play these fantasies. You would dress up as a princess or as whatever, and some maybe even as a witch, when you were a young child. That's also possible. And then do make-believe magic. And you actually just almost believed that when you were a child. It was infinite, no or not, hang about. There were no limits. Let me rephrase that. You weren't thinking but that I can't do that, and that's not possible for me, and what if I'm gonna fail, and oh my god, you didn't have that. Children don't have that until they get damaged a little bit by life. And this is also that innocent energy. It's a puppy, right? A puppy is also like, we're gonna play again, we're gonna go out, we're gonna go outdoors, and we're gonna have fun, and we're gonna take the ball with us, and you're gonna throw the ball, and I'm gonna run after it, and I'm gonna bring it back to you, and and it's like happy, joyful. I mean, just think of a puppy. Right, puppies are also just happy. You get a leash to go out, and they already start running around, and they're just happy, really happy energy, and that's what you have to go find again. Find that, tap into that energy, and you do have that in you. Everyone has that in them. It's just where you put your focus. And, so that's really very important. Let's look at some other cards for you from the Chakra Insight Oracle deck. There we have it again. Because of that layer. Expression, assertiveness, self-control, direction. So also will, right? Willpower. And direction, having a sense of direction. Which is basically what I said with the skies as well. Knowing what you need in order to be happy, right? And then you can have a little bit of direction. Maybe not exactly, but that's okay. That will come. Sometimes it's more important to at least make a step, to start walking, start taking action, and then the rest will come when you are on the way. And it might not go too fast, because like this tortoise, he will not go all that fast either. But look at how far he or she has already come. Just your willpower and the decision to just, I'm gonna do something. So that's really very important for you. And also the self-expression. Both are throat chakra cards. vocalization, individuality, inner voice, assertiveness. So yeah, what I basically feel most from this card in this reading is that you have to go out there, play, have fun again, right? Like the dog and the child in that sense. Go out there, play, have fun, be heard, be seen, and just enjoy, right? A bird sings because it's happy. Again, the happy, the joy, yeah. And so that's really important. And also express yourself. Also, so that also means expressing what it is you want, what it is you need. So in a relationship, in dating, that's also very important that you can, express that, tell that, and in a voice. So also being tapped in to your dreams. Right? Because that's what drives us in a way. These things, yeah. Then we go to hang about. There was one more chakra card: stability, harmony, peace, fluidity, emotional balance. That's a heart chakra card. And that's really also very important to have emotional balance, to also keep the emotional balance. That will also help you to then get going, trusting yourself, and to start taking action, and to not stay on that staircase, not doing anything, not going anywhere. You might be doing something, but you're not really going anywhere because you're not making decisions. And basically open up for that, the joy and the happiness, this rainbow. Can you see that on the camera? Let me move it for a second. Rainbow colors that are going into that cup. And here on the side, you can actually see light coming out. So you're receiving it and you're also giving it. It's also flowing out. It's also radiating out. It's exuding from you. When you allow your cup to be filled with love, self-love, joy, happiness, then you also radiate it out. And it's funny because there's also this beautiful rainbow in here in that card with the child. And then we're gonna go to your no, we're gonna go first to your Wisdom of the Oracle cards, Fork in the Road, the Tribe. Then we have Building Blocks, and we have Co-Create. Now, this is funny because we have two of these cards, Fork in the Road, making a choice, and standing still in that sense because you're not making a choice. Twice it comes up with the Fork in the Road and with the stairs, the Crossroads card. So that is likely, if you chose this, indeed a very important thing for you to do something about, to look into. Because like I said, with the Crossroads, with the Lenormand card, you can stay there, but then you're not really going anywhere, and you're likely also not getting what you actually really want, because you're staying in the same comfort zone thingy, in the same place, right? So you have to just dare to go out there and to make a choice, and start moving forward. And the Tribe, now that's funny. That's completely not the message that comes with that card, but it makes me feel like you are actually looking for your tribe, and in a way you're looking for validation from the external, from other people, situations, or whatever. Actually, mostly from other people. Like what you see here with the baby giraffe and let's say mother giraffe, almost like it needs to hear from mother, like it's okay, you can do it, just go out now, just play, you're safe, it's okay, and in a way that makes me feel like inner child work, because you need to have that knowledge, that trust, that faith, that strength on the inside. And you do have that because look at this. Your foundation is good, is solid. You likely already throughout life and through trial and error have rebuilt it and filled in gaps and removed blocks and placed another one in it, etc., etc., etc. The foundation is good. The foundation is solid. You have to learn to trust that now and to continue building. Because new blocks are coming in, but they likely will stop coming in when you stay here, if you don't make a decision, right? And also, again, with this, I feel that playful thing from the dog and the child. And knowing what you want and need to be happy, what you need to harvest in order to be fulfilled and happy. And I'll explain that. It's also not the normal interpretation, but it's what comes up, and I often go with that. It's like being willing to play, being willing to do for you unusual things. Like maybe normally you are like the owl and then you are looking for someone to play with, well, like a partner then, of course, right? And I'm not then mean literally play, it's just figuratively. And then the only person that you see is that jaguar. I'm not certain if it's a leopard or a jaguar. I'm just going to stick with jaguar. And then you decide, no, that one's not for me because I need an owl. And that's not an owl. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to wait till there's going to be an owl. And then nothing is happening again, right? Like then you're standing there on that staircase, basically nothing is going on, nothing is happening. So in a way it's a message to open up and look beyond the first impressions. Maybe you have to adjust what you're looking for, because you maybe have this fixed image in your mind, like he or she has to be like this, that, and the other, and then you exclude everything else. And maybe the right partner for you is among those everyone else. Right? So it might, and also you're not having any fun here. It's just sitting there, like waiting, like a lemon, nothing much is happening. So you have to be willing to co-create, to have fun, including with people who might not have been your first choice, or whom at first glance do not seem to be a match. You may find out that actually they are going to be a match for you. And I feel that's also very important. Now we're gonna go to your last two cards, and from the Soul Coaching Oracle, then we have Courage. I live life passionately and courageously, and we have Joy. Joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. So again, that message to be playful, to have dreams, to just have the courage to make that decision, to not stay at that fork in the road or on that staircase, but to actually do stuff, to have fun, to just enjoy life. Play and just have fun, just have fun, enjoy, and then let that joy flow out of you as well. Again, right? That will automatically happen then. If you actually feel joy on the inside, then it will just exude from you, and it will make other people happy too, and that. So I do hope this resonates with you, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you with another reading. I'm going to the numbers 2. Numbers 2. Hi, numbers 2. We're going to look at your Lenormand cards. Let's see, we have the flowers or bouquet, the whip, the ring, and we have the mask. This is an extra card from the expanded version from this deck, the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. For you, what I feel the key to opening your love life, to opening your heart, and I said that with the numbers 1 as well, is for singles as well as for people who are involved, because then you can also be kind of stuck and need that. you have to get into this positive energy where you are willing to share, to give, to do, to just, but not like just pleasing. I'm not talking about that. I would never ever encourage someone to get into the vibe of pleasing, because that's at your own expense. That's not what I mean. Let's just stick to the positive vibe, a very positive vibration, feeling good, being happy, being joyful, and practicing that over and over and over and over. Keep at it. And especially concerning your view concerning relationships and connections, because that they become sunny, like this side, the left hand side of that mask. And maybe you have had a more negative view concerning relationships, this side, or maybe you were going back and forth between the two, and it's important for you to get into that positive view concerning love and love relationships and connections, etc., etc. So it could be that working with the law of attraction can help you a lot. Maybe doing some stuff from Abraham Hicks, watching that, or do focus wheels. If you don't know what that is, just search it on YouTube. You will find it with ease. But that is very important. So I think you have a rather tend to have a rather negative view concerning relationships, and maybe not concerning relationships in general, but concerning what you can get as a relationship, as a partner, and the type of relationship. Maybe, for instance, you have had this belief that everyone's going to leave you again and it's never going to work out, and right, that's also a negative belief concerning love and relationships and connections, right? Let's see, move to your next cards, the chakra insight cards. Hopla. Then we have visualization, imagination, focus, experience, manifestation. And then we have self-esteem. This is a third eye chakra. This is the solar plexus and a throat chakra card. So again, the visualization, changing your vision, your view, your perception. You may want to really work with the law of attraction to change that, to also then change what you can manifest, what you attract, how you experience everything. And in a way, confirming what the Lenormand card said. And also, that also goes if you are in a relationship. Maybe you have gotten to a place in your relationship where you really feel negative about it, or negative about your partner, and that you feel like, you just you've lost that initial joy. And also try to get back to that place of joy and happiness, and happiness is maybe a bit big word. The positive feeling and the positive view concerning your partner, yourself, your relationship, and so on, what to expect from it, then it will change. Self-esteem is important. Logical, you cannot attract something good if you have self-esteem issues. You need healthy self-esteem, healthy self-love, self-worth, pride, the good sense of pride, right? Confidence. You need that healthy levels of that in order to be able to attract what it is that you want, to get your needs fulfilled. And also in order to be able, you also need that to be able to be positive. Otherwise it's gonna just go plunk, it's gonna go down again. Working with the law of attraction will help your self-worth and self-esteem in the end as well. Honesty is also very important. Communication, talking, honesty, transparency, sincerity. So I feel that maybe in relationships you have had problems, and it is really important for you also to learn to do that, to have good, healthy communication skills, but to also then apply them when you are in a relationship. Talk without blaming the other person. Healthy, the good form of communication. Well, let's first look now at your wisdom of the oracle. Maybe see if we can make some connections. Alright, hang about. I need some water first. Okay, let's see if I can tie this together for you, because I understand these cards, but it's I'm not certain how to convey it properly. I kind of get a feeling that most of you who chose this have had a difficult relationship, or maybe more relationships that were difficult. And it is now for you really important, if you want to open up your love life and attract something good, that has to change. Something has to change. You can't ever change someone else. You can only work on yourself, so you change. And I think that is also possibly the reason then the past, that you have a not such a perfect good view of relationships, or what you can attract, what you are worthy of, the stuff that came up with the Lenormand cards that you have to work on in order to open up your love life, your heart. And this is trusting your intuition, knowing that it in the end it will work out. You know, you have to trust your intuition, that when you meet someone, that you will know, that you will feel whether this person is right for you or not. And also with the fates, that is about you can sometimes meet someone and at first maybe click and whatever, but then find out that you really are not that good a match. Then you must be able to not try to change them or yourself to make it a match, because that's not going to work out. It's not going to make you happy. It's not going to make them happy, and it will only lead to problems and heartache. So that's something I feel is important for you, that you have to learn and have to be able to do and change that within you. And because then, there is this change in the wind, and it might be tumultuous, unpleasant. We usually always fear changes, but you will get to know yourself better and what you really truly need in order to be happy. And then you will get to that positive view of what you are worthy of, what you can attract of relationships in general, right? Because then you get to the left-hand side, the happy side of that mask. And then you can also let go of the old ways. You can just be done with that of the past, and maybe there's still some limiting beliefs or whatever that are lingering, and you can be done with that, because then you can trust yourself. And that's basically the work that you have to do on yourself. And that might be quite intensive, might take a little bit as well to do that, to get there, right? And then we go to your that's also maybe where the self-esteem came from. Maybe you don't have that so much developed, or it was kind of trashed in previous relationships or something, and that's basically what you also have to work on. And this also has a lot to do with being honest also to yourself and communicating. So important in relationships. Is probably the most important thing, to communicate openly, right? So you are both knowing, what you, if you don't tell the other what you need, well, then they have to read your mind. No one can do that, and vice versa, right? So very, very important. Your last two cards, we have silence. And we have faith. I am serene no matter what is occurring around me. And that's that place where you can get to if you indeed do that work and keep. I'm trying to get these cards again. They're so slippery. Trying to well, not trying, but really working on that you get to that positivity and keep at it again and again and again. You keep at it because it's going to take a little bit of time for it to stick, for you to be able to embody that. Right, it doesn't happen with watching, for instance, Abraham Hicks once or something, or doing some work once or twice. That it is not enough. It's going to take a bit of time. So, and then you can get to that place that you are okay, that you are balanced and serene no matter what. Faith, your life is divinely guided. So that trust and knowing that it's going to work out, and it's fine, and that you will be fine no matter what. So, that's what's required for you. I hope that resonates and that it will help you. Thank you for watching. And now moving to number 3. Number 3, your Lenormand cards. We have the garden, we have the sun, we have the man, we have the well. This is an extra card from the expanded version of the Gilded Reverie deck. You have to open up more, you have to be more outgoing, and at the same time you have to stay focused on what you want, what you need, and not letting yourself with the man be distracted from that. And just have to stick to what it is that you believe in, that you need, and that you want, and where you're going, your goals, etc., etc. Sometimes it's okay to compromise, but not if that means that you really are not getting fulfilled, and that you really are not getting what you need anymore in a relationship and in life, then it's not good. Compromise is not always good. Also have to go deep within to get clear what it is that you want and that you need in order to get fulfilled, especially emotionally, because this is a well, and a well is filled with water. Water is related to our emotions and our feelings. Also become stable in your emotions and feelings. Is also what I'm feeling. So that you are not being controlled by your emotions, but that you are in control, but you still have your emotions, right? That's very important as well. Let's look at your other cards. High power, milk and honey. Then we have blessed, and then we have young. So again, with high power, that is your own connection with your higher self mostly. That you do not lose sight of that you don't lose a connection with that. The connection with you, the relationship with you and you, is the most important relationship in the world ever. And that's very important, which goes straight back to that the first cards with the sun. You should keep your focus on you, and not in a selfish way, of course. But yeah, I suppose it was pretty clear what I meant by that. And also, again, knowing what it is that you need. Milk and honey. What is your milk and honey? What is it that you need in order to feel that you're living heaven on earth in a love relationship, right? What do you need? What are your emotional requirements and needs? And that goes back to that well again. So do some soul searching so you know what it is. And with the blessed card, now I have to quickly look up. Let's see. Again, that's also a sign that you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. And so again, the relationship with yourself should be number one. And if you have that sourced, then a love relationship can come in as well. because then you're not needy, you're not giving your power away. You are centered, and you remain centered within yourself in a loving, soft way. And then again we have the young energy. I say again because we also had the man card. And for this reading, I feel it's the same message as with the man card, to not allow yourself to get distracted from your needs and your wants and what what your milk and honey. And, to stick to that. If this is really what you need in order to be happy, the basic requirements, well, then you can't compromise on that. So don't allow yourself to get distracted from that either. And then we're going to your chakra cards. We have seeing, we have gut instincts, and we have desires. Seeing, perspective, truth, knowledge, clarity. Yes, seeing your own you, your own relationship with you, your own, what your desires are, your cravings, how you can get fulfilled, what is your passion. Also when it comes to intimacy, of course, but also with other stuff, not just sex and sexuality, but just in general, within a love relationship, within a connection, to know that. It in a way is very similar, I feel, to this, for this reading. The higher power, the connection to yourself, to keep seeing that, to keep track of that, to not lose sight of it. And trust your gut instinct. You always have to do that anyway. Your intuition, trust your intuition. And that basically you can't go wrong. And if you are in touch with yourself, with what it is that you want and need, then your intuition will also work and kick in. And then you can rely on that for guidance. And I'm giving you the full message, but I'm moving a wee bit fast because the video is about to cut out. And then your last two cards, the awakening and pleasure. I am joyously awake and aware and ready for anything. Pleasure, my life is deliciously joyful. And that's what you get if you are truly connected with yourself. And knowing what you want and going after that, allowing it to come to you as well. Right? It will come to you when you are in alignment, and when you are happy, and then you can enjoy life and what it brings you, right? And your life will then indeed be deliciously joyous. You will get your milk and honey if you do these things that came up earlier. It's really important to stay connected to yourself to get there, to make sure you get there. And so that's your reading. I hope it resonates and is going to be helpful to you. And thank you for watching, and I see you again with another reading. Hope. Bye-bye.